Hello and welcome to the URSA webinar, Coronavirus Conversations, using tech to engage staff and members. It's my pleasure to hand the floor over to Joe Moore, President and CEO of URSA. Joe, if you're ready, the floor is all yours.
Thanks, Trevor. I'm certainly looking forward to today's webinar. These are difficult times for all of us, but we're in it together. So URSA offers many benefits for the industry, and I have two quick announcements for you. Your staff may be looking for professional development, and URSA is offering 70 webinars in our archives. They're free to everyone in the industry. URSA is also offering online forum for everyone to connect with club operators and owners. You can ask questions and share advice. And once again, all of this is free to everyone that's in the industry. So today's webinar is just another example of the way URSA is helping everyone during these unprecedented times. So thanks for being part of URSA's family, and back to you, Trevor.
Very good, very good. At this point, I would like to introduce our speaker for today, José Teixeira, Head of Customer Experience at SC Fitness, Portugal. José has held roles in the industry such as Sales Consultant, Club Manager, Area Manager, and Operations Director. José has become an industry expert in maintaining customer relationships, excels in getting health clubs to a level of member service excellence and great retention achievements. José has an MBA and a sports science degree. He's also one of 4 nominees to the URSA Board of Directors. José, if you're ready, the floor is all yours.
Hello, everyone. Thank you, Trevor. Thank you, Joe. Thank you to all URSA staff. A quick note for our webinar. I know everyone is concerned about what's happening. That's why we can rely on each other and rely on URSA so that we can, through this association, give information to everyone, because I know that some countries are ahead of the curve. So I will give my insights for our organization, our staff, our culture, our country, and try to be able to give some answers or some notes that you can put in your own organizations. So just to keep in mind what I'm going to talk about, the first thing is to try to move what you normally have in your gym online. This will be a new normal, so you are not going to put the digital offering for 3 months. This is going to stay. How to incorporate this and what type of technology you can do. New strategies to go with your online offerings, new pricing, new way of seeing exercise, to balance these new offerings with your reopening plans, to evaluate your staff. This is the perfect time to look in your staff, what they are doing, and to identify clear job roles to be reworked during this time. So first of all, what happened? So we were all happy in our clubs. I was in Chicago, ready to go to URSA, and then suddenly big storm hit us. So this is the time frame of the beginning of the crisis. So at 26th of February in Portugal, we started seeing the first events postponed. So we started to be a little bit concerned about huge gatherings and something happening from China. Despite the Portuguese Health Board saying this is only an Asian problem, this is not going to come to Europe, we already saw some problems in Italy, and we started to do, well, we may need to think a little bit about this. We started to having the first cases. You can see in blue, the line in blue, at 2 of March, the first 2 cases in Portugal. So at this time, we started to track daily usage. to see if members and general public are going up or down in the club. We didn't see any change for the week. So about 7, 8 of March, we started seeing a huge decrease in our usage. We made our contingency plan. We published it at March 5th. And then it was just a spiral of events that led to our 25% group fitness capacity reduction on March 11th, and then to the initial exponential phase of the crisis that led to our 37 clubs closure. And Friday 13, it must be a awkward thing, but it was a Friday 13 that we closed our clubs. So just a quick date, because this is all about quickness of reaction. We started recording our studio classes for our online offering on March 10th. So we saw something happening. So maybe we should record something if we need for the future. So we started recording some things on March 10th. The first club that closed in Portugal was March 9, a club in the north of Portugal, and we closed on the 13th. So at Saturday, 14th of March, we started our digital presence with home videos and social media. So this is what our initial plan was. We need to keep our members engaged. We will start doing some quick challenges, quick 15 seconds challenges with our instructors so that they can engage with members through Facebook or Instagram and make an health chain so that members could be engaged for 2 weeks. So we thought at the beginning it was a 2-week problem. We now know this is a 3, 4, 5, I don't know, 5, 6 months problem. So we started engaging members, starting recording classes so that we can give an offering and starting to talk with instructors and to start the job roles and tasks I'm going to show. So if we see the curve of the pandemic event, you can see that we are really starting the problem. In Portugal, we have a more flattened curve, but what happened is we are still not at the top of the pandemic event. So we are starting to see scenarios. First scenario was we are going to open in May. So this was a one-day scenario. We soon recognized this was not going to be the real case. The second scenario was, okay, we are starting to open in July. And now we are seeing a lot of scenarios, September, January, and just trying to figure out what we can do and hoping that our government says something about the constraints we do have in the future on the fitness facilities. Just a quick note, because I've been listening to a lot of webinars from Asia and from China. This is huge, has huge value for us because we can see what's happening. But keep in mind that China is a really different country from our country, from Europe, from the US. So the government is going to say everything you are going to do. I'm not expecting our government to say the square footage or square meter distancing, the air conditioning, the temperature. So I do believe that we are going to have some rules to open, but then the clubs are going to put forward some measures that they feel are more adequate to their country, their culture, and their members. So we are going to, this is important to see the reopening slot because it gives you time not only to plan the opening, but to send content to your members. So I'm going to talk a lot about content. How can we generate content? Is it going to be a free or paid content? Who is going to deliver it? Is it going to stay in the future? Or this is only the pandemic digital offering? So what changes in the fitness industry? What happens when we reopen? Is it a new normal or not? The first thing I'm going to say is no one knows for sure what's going to happen. So you must have different scenarios. I'm going to give you some scenarios that we can work on in the next slide. So first, what we did as a strategy that validates our technology offering and our engagement. So as we saw the other map, we started at March 13. So we closed our clubs. We started the next day the digital presence, and we had our content defined on Sunday. So our team is working from March 13 to today, non-stop, every day, 7 o'clock in the morning, 11 o'clock in the evening. So everyone is working a lot to give our members an offering. So we started our digital presence with home videos, and we put on Monday 4 contents that this is the first learning we saw. We must give some free content. I will repeat it, some, not all, but some free content. So they have 15 seconds challenge every day to engage with members for their special instructors or their top instructors. We have a daily video, a 30-minute, 15-minute, 30-minute group class video they can do at home that then is downloaded to the YouTube platform that we have. So members can do 1 class a day for free. They can see twice a week an article about the importance of exercise, special immunity exercises or immunity importance of exercise, etc. I'm going to show you how many articles we have right now, and also a weekly nutrition plan, recipes or tips they can see and do in their normal lives. So this is our offering, our free offering. Okay, so we did start to get really our tests aligned. We have a lead team meeting each 2 days, non-stop since the beginning of March. We have a war room with our CEO to our lead team, the top team. We started our personal training via Whereby. Whereby is a platform that you can stream directly with just a link. So all our instructors had a Whereby link so that they can start the sessions with their members. This is 5 days after closure. We had all our internal PTs doing sessions with their clients online. Reactivating, I'm going to talk about it. Can we reactivate direct debit to personal training? We started the suspension of costs really soon. We had discovered mostly on the first week, we had all our suppliers suspended or frozen. Our members, they don't pay. This is I know the market is still struggling to see if you don't pay or if you pay. Nothing is good or bad. I'm just going to say what we believe. We believe that if we don't provide a normal service, you cannot charge it. But this is I do believe that if you are struggling, it's your choice. I will give you my option. You do it whatever you want. But we froze all our memberships since the closure of our clubs. So they don't pay. They will pay when we reopen, of course, when we reopen our facilities. We started building, and this is really important. It's one of the biggest part of the technology advancement we have. We started building from scratch, from zero, our online gym. So we started recording a lot of classes, and we started building our online gym. At the same day, in Portugal, we had a state of emergency, so controlled exits, mitigation phase. So all happening at the same time. People with afraid of leaving their houses, and we started recording at some in studios near the instructor's house or at the instructor's home. Now for us, it's really, really important to get them, the instructors, recording a lot and engaging with members. So we have a normal risk stratification that we call sleepers. People who don't go to gyms in the last 60 days. We have software that is linking with Facebook and our online gym that is going to have risk assessments of our actual members. So when we come again and when we reopen, we have almost everyone is sleeper, but we know the ones who are working out at home or giving interaction with our social media. So we have some software doing that. This is really relevant for you to see what are the first customers that will come and what are the first customers you will need to convince to come later. And then we launched in the day 19. So this was around 6th of April. We launched our beta version, our free version during 1 week, and the paid version is launched. It was launched this Monday. So this is our response plan that we had on our organization. I will show you the online gym and what we did in each part. So regarding strategy, we focus at this moment in 3 aspects. First, people. Then on costs. I'm not going to talk a lot about costs because I know some other webinars were focusing on this. I know that you need to reduce costs, you need to adapt, you need to recover from it, so you need to cut this. I'm going just to talk a little bit about personal costs and then the online presence, okay? So first of all, people are not at the gym working with us, they are at home. You don't know what they are doing, so we need to focus a lot on tasks to define who are the project leaders, who is owner of recording, of live classes, of recorded classes. Each task has an owner. So clear tasks for everyone, even if they are different, because at this moment, an analyst can be a video recording guy. So everyone is doing whatever the organization needs them to do. So strict timelines. You need to move quick ahead of your competitor, of course. So you have a lot of strict timelines. You have to deliver what you need to deliver in the exact date. So constant performance review. Why do you do performance reviews with your clubs closed? Because you need to focus on people that are really doing the job. So I know that everyone helps at this moment, but it's really important to, when you decide in the future what kind of people you need, you are looking at this moment. So this is a defining moment for you to see the guys that are really, really engaged with you and your organization. So you have a lot of guys. I talk for my organization. We have a lot of people working with us that are working nonstop, real heroes that are working nonstop, doing content, delivering messages to customers, keeping them engaged, saying that we miss them, but really miss them, not their money. We miss them because of the relationship type of business. And I'm going to give some examples of my team, the Customer Experience Central team, and then I'm going to talk about tasks of instructors, personal trainers, and nutrition coach. We have a lot of examples. I'm going to give you 4 examples, like a central office, and then more operational roles that we have in our organization. So our customer experience team is one part of the team is working just on cancellation and suspension requests. So we have a lot of suspension and cancellation requests. We are saying to members, hold on, keep engaged, go and see what happens in our gym online, and we'll talk again when we reopen. We have a video and audio editing team. I'm going to talk who is part of it. We have a team focusing on NPS, deep dive, and customer service. So what happens when I'm talking about the Net Promoter Score when the clubs are closed? So this team is our quality team. They are seeing the NPS from the last 3 months and the last year, and they are passing information to our maintenance team that is working right now in the clubs. So we are doing things that we could not do when the clubs are open, and we are doing right now. So focusing with in the problems that our members refer in our NPS. So we did a deep dive and we said we need to focus on this, on that. This is a part of keeping our team engaged, keeping them focused, and obviously answer quickly to our member emails and feedback, so that they feel we are working and still delivering service. And then we have an online content team that does live streaming, records classes, does training plans, does nutrition tips, and kids and family activities. I'm going to show you an example of a simple kids activity that we are putting online to our members and to some partnerships that we have, like college. So we call kids place where kids go to school, and also the training part of it. So we launched a platform, online platform that gives training to our instructors. We are finalizing the content that we have. We have a lot of URSA content we can stream there. We have content from our partners. Our partners helped us. Suppliers, partners gave us some information. We are recording at home, training, seeing webinars, videos, so that they can keep engaged, but also keep the people training and giving information. Regarding the audio and video team, our audio and video team is a business analyst and instructor. You know, when you have a big organization like we have, it was easy to say, well, we'll just hire 3 or 4 guys, professional guys, and if you have a big organization, it's really quick to do that. But for us, it was really relevant to engage all our staff. So our business analysts and 2 of our instructors have huge amount of work doing this, and they do it really easy. So this is one part of our video. I will show you next a video that we put on it's a training plan. So we do classes, we do challenges, we do training plans. This is one of our videos. We also bought exercise galleries and videos from Function, but we launch our own content. This is really important because our members see their instructors doing the classes, so they can still engage with the members and the instructors they love. I will ask Trevor to put the video that I can. This is an example, a good example. Anyone can do this. It's really easy to do. If you can put the video of our training plan that we send to our members.
Very good. The video has been sent. All right, back to you, Jose.
So as you saw, this is really easy. It's not rocket science to do a video like this. This is a part of a training plan we send to our instructors, to our members, so that they can make a specific training plan. So this is the key, is to deliver content, but just keep this notion that you have some rules. I put here rule number 1, but for me it's rule number 1, number 2, number 3 till number 50 is that you give no free content without central permission. So no free content. I've said it in the few slides before that we gave some content, and this is it: 1 video per day, 1 challenge per day, 2 articles per week for fitness, and 1 article for nutrition. That's it. Okay? No more. If you want to pay out your instructors, you need to have paid content. I know this is kind of awkward for some organizations, but if you want to keep paying your instructors, you have to monetize your work. We are paid by money, so we need to have some content. That's why we created our online gym. So if one instructor goes to the social media and puts free classes, what is going to happen in the future is that members will start going and seeing YouTube classes for free and social media for free, and will stop paying your club. So I'm going to give free content to members who keep on paying their monthly fee. I'm going to talk a little bit about this in the future. So what they did, we have 50 training plans, different training plans, like we saw. This is a part. The video is a part of 1 training plan. We have almost 230 daily challenges recorded, 200 group fitness classes already recorded at this moment. We have in our online gym a little bit more, but we just recorded around 200 group classes. We have above 190 articles, 15 podcasts, and we already gave above 500 personal training sessions by Whereby. So I know this is a bad time for everyone, but it's the only time ever you are going to have so much content from your instructors. So our marketing team is saying, I don't need more content, and we are saying we need to have more content. So this is the reverse part of the normal we had. Marketing teams always asking for content, and we always saying, oh, we have no time. Now we have huge amount of time, so we need to focus on this. This is the Whereby sessions that you can do by iPad or computer. You can do the class. Just go to the link if you want. Just send me an email. This is for free. You can do it for free. So when we talk about PT tasks, they have to contact all their customers during closure, because at the first 2 weeks they thought, oh, this is a 1 week, 2 week closure, and people said, I want to work out when you reopen. But right now, people are seeing 3-4 months closure, so they are starting to contact their instructors to say, well, let's try it. I'm going to try the digital part of it. I know you have you should have some control over this, because if some of them have a digital relationship, you can have a problem, but you need to control it correctly. So they contacted all customers. We offered online PT sessions so that they can see the first one if it's okay, so that we can activate the direct debit. That is around 80% of our PT revenue is by direct debit, and also to consume the pack sessions that they have. So when we reopen, we have almost no sessions, and they have to buy them again. Obviously, to keep members active, this is a key issue for us, and for me, that I'm controlling the retention part of the business. If members keep engaged, it's easier to get them back. I'm seeing 10, 20, 25% that members coming back in China. I believe that they are possibly fitness addicts. So we need to engage more than just the fitness addicts that will come immediately as we reopen. You have to engage almost every one of them. I will talk about elder people in the last slides, what we need to do. But we also had new sales from PT because you can ask from referrals, and we do that. We did have some new sales for people that are seeing this on social media, and we are making some campaigns for general public to buy personal training. The nutrition team is also similar. They are contacting all their customers and offering online nutrition sessions to activate direct debit and to consume pack sessions. Each nutrition coach does an average of 2,000, 3,000 euros a month in add-ons. So they have to keep these members engaged, and to send them recipes and diet plans. This is special at this time because we are sending all the things they need to buy to get at home, to eat healthy, how to do the recipes. We have a lot of things already recorded or by just text, so that they can do the recipes, healthy recipes for them, for elder people, for young people. So try to maintain content so that you can be recognized, and it's nice to have always with the face of the instructors and the nutrition coaches, so that they can see people are doing this thing. This is not an agency doing. This is real people doing real actions. So it's easier to activate memberships when they are seeing people working. Just to talk a slide about bid cost suspension. Obviously, landlords, general costs. I'm not going to talk today about this, but I'm going to talk about people. Okay. Remember that if you don't have people, you don't have content. You can buy content. That's true. You can buy really good content, but you will face a problem with engaging with members. So people do that, and you will have problems asking members to continue to pay if you fire your people. So yes, we are going to pay to our staff during this period. Some of them, yes, they are going to have their timetable reduced, but we are still going to pay a huge part of the money. So this is really, really important for us. So if you fire everyone, you have a huge cost release, but you don't have content. So this is a suggestion. I'm not trying to run your business. You need to see what happens in your club specifically, but I will consider having someone doing the instructors doing the content. Regarding the online presence, that's a huge part of the technology engagement that we did in the first 15 days. We did build our own online platform, but if you want, you can buy one. It's easier to buy. We decided to do it. I don't know, maybe we are stubborn and we wanted to do it ourselves, and to control all the process. As I told, we had recorded sessions in studio. We have recording sessions at home. We had some live streaming. Just one quick reminder about the live streaming. We prefer to have recording because you can control content and you can control all variables. If you do live streaming, we had some problems in the beginning, so we are only putting at this moment recorded classes and not live streaming. You can do live streaming, but we saw some problems, and everyone is on the internet right now doing streaming. So we had some problems with the streaming platforms due with the ban of internet that they have. So we need to look on this. Huge amount of content that we put on the platform, and also start selling, because everyone is at home, so you can engage with them. Members that didn't want to go to the gym are looking for solutions, and maybe your gym can have the solution even if you are closed. This is a bad time, but a huge opportunity to get them engaged in in your facility, and then it's easier to get that lead that registered in your online platform or your landing page, to get them and to call them to ask for the sale when we reopen. So my suggestion or my advice for you is to play offense. So go after it. I know everyone is a little bit scared and having some problems, but you have to play offense. You have to go offensive and to give example to work out. First, try to outperform your competitors. I know everyone is saying you need to help each other. Of course, we are helping each other, but I still want to outperform my competitors because everyone is, and this is not only our fitness competitors. I see influencers, I see retail businesses, I see everyone doing exercise in their platforms. Everyone just woke up to giving exercises with even with guys with no credentials. So we need to move forward. We did that with our with our online gym. In Portuguese, GINASIO-ONLINE is online gym. We are starting to preparing our bounce back and most important, because I have a question about this. Start preparing future customer behavior. Yes, I will believe this is going to be a new normal. People will go to digital, yes, because everyone is doing digital right now. So are more people going to work from home in the future? Of course. People are seeing, owners of companies are seeing, I'm not going to waste money on space when they can work at home and they are productive. So the same time, the same thing at digital. We are going to lose some customers. It's better to lose to your platform than to lose to other platforms. I'm going to talk a little bit about our online gym. What we did was focusing first on group fitness. So you can see the body and mind schedule and the freestyle schedule. The question is, this is a replica of a normal gym. You have a group fitness class, you have an exercise plan, you have technical interaction, and you have nutrition, and we will have kids. So if you go to a club, you have all of this. We simulated this in our online gym. So if you are a member of SC Fitness and you are a live member, you pay for it, you get this for free. We have some premium classes you have to pay anyway from the top instructors, but you have access for free. So you can do 156 classes a week, around 100 of them each week are for free for paying members. And if you are a suspended member or a non-member, you can pay directly to do the classes. So in 5 days, we have about 12,000 users registered. Around 8,000 of them were non-members of our clubs. So a lot of people trying to get solutions for their exercise plans. This is a quick view of our platform. You can see the exercise type of class, instructors. Some of them are at home, some of them are in studios. From Tai Chi, yoga, bike, local. We have, as we saw at the last video, training plans. This is a smart active plan. You can do it at home also. If you choose by your goal. You have recipes and nutrition articles you can click on and see, you have videos. And also you have activities for kids. So this is a memory game with the yoga positions that we delivered in our platform so that you can do it in your home with your kids. It's easier to do. It's in Portuguese, so sorry for that, but people, this is for our platform. And then can do and memorize, you put the cards and they memorize the position. It's one of the examples that we have in obviously the things we are doing right now. So we are engaging, as a quick summarize of the session. How can we use? You have a platform engaging members. We have a platform engaging our instructors with training. And we are also connecting people through social media. And we do have some software that is tracking all of the things we are doing. So everything is monitored, everything is put in motion so that we can go forward to the new normal. Everything we are doing now is not a thing that is done for 3 months. This is a strategy for the next years. So I'm going to ask the slides to say what I believe it's the new normal, and then at the end I believe you can answer some questions that we have. The first one of them is the average lifestyle. This was the old average lifestyle. So people wake up, go to work, go to lunch, have coffee, go to work, go to the gym, go have dinner, and then we'll work a little bit and go to sleep or have leisure activities. So this is the old average lifestyle. So what's going to happen if people start working at home? This is over. So they will put their kids in school. They will come over at home again. So the routes they go will change forever. Okay, so you need to see each segment of customers that normally we had in our clubs. People who go in the morning, or corporate to go before work. Older people that go in the middle of the morning. Corporate people that go in lunch. Students that go in the afternoon, or teachers. The peak slots in the afternoon, and then the late night people who's going to different kinds of programs. This is going to change everything. So older people are not going to be able to go to gyms or crowded places without the vaccine. So at least until the end of the year. What's the solution? We need to give them some solution. Is it a TV solution, a PC solution, mobile solution? You have to give them something. People are going to stay more time at home. Are you going to put exercise for the family? What kind of exercises are you putting? At what time? We have the first data about at what time people are exercising in the platform. So we are starting to see data that we never saw before, because this is a new way of doing business. What is going to be the future lifestyle? Are people going at the same time as we see in this graphic to the gym? Are people going to go to crowded places? Do we need to separate our facilities? So a lot of questions that I cannot answer, but I can predict. So we are putting different scenarios, and this is a platform that we believe that will go and get perfected in time, and we will give the digital solution as well as the physical solution at the time we are going to reopen. So we need to keep in mind everything we are doing now. This is not just, oh, I'm not going to invest in a digital solution or in a platform or with an application or with a provider because this is only for 3 months. No, it's not. This is the rest of your life. You need to do that because people are going to digital. This is the new normal. So this is a kind of advice like I can give to you, that use a huge amount of content. Try to put in motion your club's devices that can record classes so that you can put them on digital. You know, when you do a class in your club, the class vanishes as soon as the instructor finishes the class. If you record it, they will stay forever in your platform. So my advice is to start looking at recording classes and giving content and writing and giving this kind of content with your app, with your platform online, but put them paid. If the members pay the monthly fee, that's fine. That's okay. If it's for the public, attract them with a small amount of content, good but small amount of content, and then charge it. If not, this is going to be a free content until the rest of our days, and we are in trouble. I do believe that we will bounce back later than sooner, yes, but my message for you is obviously to stay positive And if you need anything from me, my email is, I can send you my email if you want, or just pop it and Ursula will give you. And if anything you need from me that I can assist you at this time, because we are associated. So if you need something, just give an email, I can answer. Trevor and Christine, if you want, you can go to Q&A.
Wonderful. Thank you, Jose. This is Christine with URSA. We're going to start a Q&A section right now. If you have a question, feel free to enter it in the Q&A section of your panel. We will not be able to get to all of the questions today. We did receive quite a few in advance, but I wanted to make note that if you have a question that doesn't get answered, go to forum.ursa.org. You can join our URSA forum, continue the conversation there, and that would be a great place to just share ideas, advice with one another, etc. So Jose, we'll start with one of the first questions that came through. This came from Peter in Bulgaria. His question is price reduction a good strategy in the reopening phase?
Well, at this time is really difficult to answer if you must change your pricing structure. I would believe that I will have the answer as soon as you get the first payments in your clubs. So if I'm going to open in the 1st of July, I will see what happens in the first payments, and then I will obviously try to see what happens. And obviously, Paul Bedford said that this is going to be the biggest pre-sale in the history of fitness. I do believe it's going to be. So you will need to adapt in the first month. So, but I don't know if the members will see it as a gym as an hazard or a danger zone. We don't know it at this time. So I would keep my pricing structure and try to see the damage of cancellations and suspensions first, and then I will move fast to, if I need to. This is going to be you need to see the balance when you reopen. You lost some membership, you are going to lose members, period. So are you losing a lot, losing few, and then go offense and try to move and use the health part of it. Everyone needs to get their immune system up. You know, this is good for us. This is a bad time. I don't want to pass only positive message, because we are operators. We are having some problems. But if anything is going right, is that the notion of you need to be healthy. So at this moment, I will not change my pricing structure. I would see what happens when I reopen. And if you have a club with 2,000 memberships and 1,000 clients already made a cancellation request, you need to prepare a plan to recover the members and to get new members. So I've seen some numbers. No one knows what is going to happen. It's all about scenarios. Do your scenarios, but you never know what is going to happen. Just wait to see what happens. If you have data from your customers, you can attack immediately. But if members are stable, just keep it as you are. And then I believe that the market will change, and then you need to react to the change on the market.
Thank you. That's great advice. The next question came from Sergio. Do you have a backup plan in place in the event you have to close reopened gyms due to a new surge of the coronavirus?
We do have, but the thing is that we already done it one time, so it's easier this time to have some damage control. But we are really focusing on the reopening phase right now. Our reopening plan is already in place. But yes, you need to especially the countries that had as you saw the curve. When the curve is more flattened, you are going to have for certain a second wave. Until the vaccine, our market is in trouble. You have to look. You have to give. I have to be honest with you. We are a little bit in trouble, but I do believe that we did survive different crises. This is probably the worst of crisis, but we will survive. We will thrive, and people will get the real notion of the benefits of exercise. But yes, keep in mind that you need to plan and to make different scenarios for what's happening.
Thank you. Keely is asking about your member access and downloading videos like your classes, if they've paid for them, or is it only available to those that pay for the online gym? So can you just explain your membership structure currently?
So people, if they pay membership, our platform is integrated with our management software system. So if the payment is in, they have immediate access by ID. They share an ID, so they have access to the base content. We do have some premium content, an add-on, even to members. But if you pay, you have access to the online gym, and you can see a lot of classes and a lot of content. If you're not a member, you can pay for a class, and you get the class for 24 hours. This is like a rental class. You know, you never download the class. Even our members, you never download the class. You have a Vimeo platform that records it, so you cannot download it. You see, if you are a member, you can see how many times you want. If you are not a member, you pay for 24 hours access.
Wonderful, that makes sense. Thank you. Matthew is asking, how would you recommend switching from free content to a paid program? Are there any tips you have on transitioning?
Yes, keep the old ones. Don't reduce content. So we started with one class, one challenge, one article. Keep them. But we have one class a day in our social media for free. We have 25 in our online platform. So if you want one, you go to our social media. If you want 156, you go to our group fitness class. You know, and we will change the class. This is local, Zumba, yoga, Pilates. So if you want to have your class all set in a group fitness class, you go to online platform. This is a kind of model that you have the basic for free, and then you get the upgrade doing the platform. But please do not reduce content, because people will see that and they will say, "Oh, we are trying to get me to go to your paying platform." But we never changed the way we saw things but we did that since the beginning. So when we started, the first day we closed, we said this is what we are going to do, period. And our instructors wanted to give more, and we said, calm down, we will do more at the right time. So keep calm.
Perfect, thank you. We have a couple questions related to payroll. Some are curious what your structure was for payroll and your staffing.
Well, at the beginning, we maintained all people working for us as normal. We recently did a reduction because all countries are doing special layoffs. We needed to do also because we don't have revenue. But we didn't fire anyone, and we did renew some contracts, and we passed some interns to contracts because we are a big company, so we have obviously a huge responsibility. We are going to reduce some timetables for a huge amount of people, but they are still in our payroll, and they are still earning at least 65% of their income. So that's our main issue, is to protect people. So this is we are in a business. We need to make money. I'm not here talking just from ideal standpoint, but we have sufficient money pay our instructors and pay our people. So we try to get through this crisis without firing anyone. But I do want to say that I'm not going to question people that fire because they don't have money to keep on paying. So everyone has to see their own case. I will say this: if you put some paid content, you should have enough money to keep at least some of your top instructors.
Okay, thank you. Patrick is asking, do you believe shifting focus from group training to personal training or one-on-one training will be beneficial?
I do believe the personal training is going to get a huge amount of increase. I'm going to see a decrease in group fitness. In Portugal, we don't have a lot of group training. I know in the US you have. You are going to see a reduction in social activities. So it's easier to sell personal training because it's one-to-one. It's not 1-to-5. We will have a huge amount of problems with group fitness. So we are figuring out a few ways of doing that right now. We have a plan to try to minimize that. But yes, health clubs will have a huge amount of problem with social activities, plus than one people. And I strongly believe this is the moment for personal training.
Great. Okay, we're going to take our final question for the hour. We are coming up to our end time. So this is a great one to be ending on. It's very forward thinking. Tony wants to know, how soon after you open would you have a grand opening celebration?
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. At this moment, celebration is the last word in my dictionary. But we will find a way of doing something to get people motivated, to get this little bit of depression out of our minds. But this is a really good question. But I do believe that we are going to open with restrictions. So maybe you have the party in September or October or New Year's Eve. But at this moment, I would believe that, especially in Europe, clubs will open with restrictions, with masks. Not because we want to, but because the governments will say this is a new normal. You are going to see if you went to Tokyo and Beijing sometime in your life, this is going to be a new normal in Europe. People using masks if they are ill to protect others. So I would say before doing the celebration, we need to do something more kind of a responsibility, an hygienic way to reopen. So try to say we are safe, we are good to go. We separated a lot of things. We did revamp our business, and then when we get the vaccine and this goes to 0.001% of mortality, we can do a huge party. Maybe we can go to Las Vegas to the Ursa convention next year and do the association huge party to get motivated again. I don't know.
That's a great plan, Jose. I love it.
Yeah.
Okay, so any final thoughts from your perspective? Is there anything you'd like to say before we conclude?
Just work as much as you can. Talk as many operators that you can from Asia, from Italy, from Spain, from the States, in the US. Try to get info. I know we are competitors, but we are an association also. Ursa is behind us, obviously. A lot of associations are behind us. Yesterday I saw a huge article from ACAD Brazil, wonderful article, just putting all the association together. Try to learn, try to find ways to get back. Yes, people are going to close their businesses. Yes, but this industry will keep on moving. and will increase number of members, I believe, in the next 10 years. So keep motivated, keep positive, try to look at your business model, but fitness is not over. Maybe the way we deliver fitness is over, but be positive that we are going to thrive on this question.
Great, thank you. I'm going to throw it back to Trevor now for some final thoughts.
All right, very good, very good. I think that's all the time for today. Before you shut down, we ask that you take a moment to fill out the survey on your screen. We appreciate your feedback that you can provide to help us improve future webinars. Thank you all for joining today and for your participation. As always, thanks to Jose and Christine and Joe for sharing their expertise. We hope you have a great afternoon.